Welcome, race fans. Tonight we are at Talladega with the trucks with MaxSpeed Racing here. They will be turning 98 laps, and we're ready to see some good Talladega racing. Mostly cloudy skies out here. Weather turned down as far as it'll go, so giving the guys lots of grip, keeping the motors cool. So I think we're going to see some really good pushing here, good drafting, a lot of tight racing. Everybody out here has been doing a lot of practice and drafting together. So I think we're going to really see some exciting racing here tonight. So again, thanks for joining us here, folks. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the viewers, and ready to get things underway here. And sad news here tonight. This will be our last broadcast for MaxSpeed. They are moving on to some other endeavors, so we will be parting ways, not friendships. We all are very, very close friends, and maybe one of these days we might be back broadcasting for them. But for the time being, we will be parting ways here. Yeah, there you can see on the back of Scott Sanderson's truck, he put a special thanks to me, and I really, man, I'll tell you that's I can't even put that into words. That's how much I appreciate it. I've told him thank you so very, very much. So it really does mean a lot to me. That's the most gratification that I get out of this right there. That means everything. All right, folks. Well, we're ready to get going here to qualifying. So we'll go ahead and play our national anthem here in just a minute.
Guys. And now for the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, we're still waiting for first times to come in here. This qualifying is underway. There we go. Feliciano coming in on the top spot so far. Teddy Wisniewski, 45 one-thousandths of a second behind him on their first lap. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I believe we already have someone to fill that slot. It's in the door, out the door, just or out the door, in the door, whatever you want to say. So somebody's already spoke for that spot. So we'll be broadcasting for another league on Wednesday nights already, starting next week. Word travels pretty fast in the world there of iRacing. Boy, I'll tell you, it just travels really fast when they hear that you're not broadcasting for a league. Boy, everybody wants that spot. So, and every day there's getting to be more and more broadcasters out there too, trying their hand at it. That's good. That's good. More the merrier. Tommy Lee coming in on the top spot, beating Gary Lowe. Holy smokes, look at that. 53.146. So what is the coolest Falcon ever? Which Falcon is it? I gotta ask. Okay, that does it for qualifying. Not a huge field down here, but a pretty good sized one. We'll get down here and get everybody accounted for. Tommy Lee coming in on the top spot there with a 53.145. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Gary Lowe starting on the outside. Solomon Stroop in third. Mark Robertson fourth. Michael Feliciano back to fifth. Dean Helt in sixth. Jeff Martin coming in seventh. Robert Hurt in eighth. Teddy Wisniewski ninth. Scott Healy 10th. Nick Taylor 11th. Anthony Cianci in 12th. Brock Hubble, the last one to qualify, in 13th. Scott Sanderson not qualifying in that awesome looking truck. Starting 14th. Richard Gonzalez 15th. Tyler Stanley 17th. Brian Pager 18th. Brian Timbrell 19th. And Mark Nichols taking up the rear of the field in a newly painted Toyota Best Buy. Okay, we are ready. Get these guys going. 98 laps are going to be turning here tonight. About 19 drivers out there on the track. Ten-4 on that. Trying to find a good camera angle for this start. There really isn't one. Well, somebody fell asleep there. Okay, we'll be going green this time, folks. Okay, pace car about to head for pit road. It does. Tommy Lee brings them around here, waiting on that green flag. Quite a little jaunt around to the start-finish line, so he'll be waiting. And it is his, he can go anytime, and there he goes. Green is out. 98 laps looking at these guys. Gary Lowe ducks right to the bottom in behind Tommy Lee. Solomon Stroop in third. Looks like Mark Robertson up on the high side already. And he will probably drop to the tail end of them and go into fifth behind Dean Helt. Nope, he pulls back out. Not sure what he wants to do there. Feliciano trying to stay on Mark Robertson's tail. And they got Robert Hurt up on the high side. Working with, looks like the number 64 there of Scott Healy. Trying to get something working. 485 there of Dean Help pulls out but ducks back into line. Trucks are a little wiggly around the corners here. They're going to have to get that under control or somebody's going to wind up taking somebody out. Teddy Wisniewski in the 9th spot. Guys are really trying to get something going on that high side. Robert Hurt and Scott Healy. Healy just pushing the daylights out of Hurt up there right now. Going to be putting the hurt on him. No, not funny, right? Okay. Hurt about a truck length ahead of Tommy Lee, and it looks like Hurt will lead that lap. And him and his partner, Scott Healy, come down in front of Tommy Lee. Tommy goes back to 3rd. Now Mark Robertson up on the high side. Him and Teddy Wisniewski up there working together. They've got about 4 or 5 trucks up there working together, so that could be good. Could be a plus. And for whatever reason, their Hurt pulls to the inside, or the outside, excuse me. Now they're 3 wide in the turn. Hurt up the middle. Tommy Lee was 3 wide with him, and now he's going to come to the back of Robert Hurt and maybe try to push him back up there. No, Tommy Lee dumps him off, goes back to the bottom, leaves Hurt up there all by himself. Brand new leader, Scott Healy. Awesome, awesome. Big screen, that would be awesome. Teddy Wisniewski now up on the high side. Got Tommy Lee in behind him. Two by two around this oval. Big oval, 2.66 miles. Teddy's still trying to get up there, but Tommy Lee now pushing the daylights out of him. It looks like he does have him pretty good here on the backstretch, but let's see what he does coming to the line. He's got a pretty good head start on him, and down to the bottom, Teddy goes and takes the lead away from Scott Healy. Dumping Tommy off. That's not a good thing. These drivers got a memory like an elephant, folks. They will remember that. You never dump off your wingman. Now Jeff Martin working with Tommy Lee. Healy back up through the middle here again. Wow, what's going on here? Healy come up in front of Tommy and force Tommy up the hill. He just does not want to be on that low line behind somebody. He wants to be in the lead. Now let's see if he gets out there and dumps off Jeff Martin. Anthony Cianci losing the draft back here. Whoa, what happened there? He kind of gets shuffled back. Hey, Dan. Gary Lowe in 4th. Healy leads that lap. Tommy Lee gets shuffled back to behind Brock Hubble. Brock Hubble coming from 13th up to 5th. So he's on the move. 3 up there. They need about 1 more up there. If they can get some help up there, that would be really good. 4 up there really seems to have a good edge on the bottom. If you get 4 guys working together on the top, they can do some passing. Looks like Brock has to duck out and get a little air in that, and he is going to get shuffled to the back. Tommy Lee takes that spot, and Brock comes down in behind Tommy Lee. And that's good news for Nick Taylor. He gets up there with them. Now we've got 4 trucks working together on the high side. This could be good. 5, make that 5. Somebody else coming to the high side. Looks like Solomon Stroop comes up to the high side. No, I said he was putting the hurt on him. He was putting the hurt on Robert Hurt. It's a stupid joke. Stupid joke. Tommy Lee up the middle. Nobody working with him. Here comes Brock Hubble up the middle. They're 3 wide. A little early for this kind of racing, but everybody wants to get up there and lead a lap. Tommy actually did lead the first lap, but since then he's been dealing with everybody wanting to get up there and lead a lap. Scott Healy has been really dominant here. He's been extremely strong. Has led 5 laps, coming from 10th place right up to the lead really quick. Now ahead of Teddy Wisniewski. Mark Robertson joining in the fight here in 9th place. And we're about to go 3 wide again as Solomon Stroop comes up the outside. Outside of Brock Hubble and Tommy Lee and Nick Taylor. Jeff Martin pushing him. Let's ride along here with Nick Taylor for a minute. Well, I said Nick Taylor. There we go. Thank you. Doggone cameraman, I'm going to fire him. Well, looks like Tommy Lee does have that lead, but I don't know if the bottom fighting back. Not sure who. It looks like Scott Healy will lead that lap, though. And now, excuse me, Solomon Stroop led that lap up on the high side. Yes, high side just as strong up there as these guys continue to go 3 wide. This is wild, folks. This is wild. Wild racing here. Healy still in command. Oh! A little bump there. Looks like Teddy Wisniewski gets out of shape. Up the middle there, I'm not sure if he got bumped there by Tommy Lee or just got out of shape or what. But Solomon Stroop looks like, no, he did not lead that lap. Teddy Wisniewski led that lap. So good save for Teddy. That could have been disastrous. That could have took out probably half the field. You can see the inside gets a little faster in the turns, but let's see if Teddy can get up there on the straightaways. Healy still in the lead. Teddy by about a half a fender. And I believe Teddy did lead that lap. Yes, he did lead that lap. Well, he's leading them by default here, folks, but Brock Hubble gets shoved clear back to 11th place now. Dean Helt in 12th after starting 6th. Looking for a teammate. Richard Gonzalez in 13th. Brian Timbrell, big shout out to his mom, Pat. Usually tunes in here, watches the race, and I'll miss having her in chat. Mark Nichols in 15th. Not sure Scott Sanderson and this crew back here could be giving themselves a little bit of a buffer back here. Brian Pager, Tyler Stanley, just in case the big one happens up front, they got time to miss it and check up, hit the brakes, slow down, so they don't get involved in it. So that could be what's going on with these guys. Are running about 3 seconds behind the leader. That's a good buffer. 3 to 4 seconds is usually a pretty good buffer on the. Robert Hurt up to 9th. Tommy Lee got a little bit of a lead here coming to the line. Let's see if he beats Teddy to the line. So far, so good. And yes, Tommy Lee will lead that lap. Nick Taylor in tow. And right behind them, Solomon Stroop. Now Jeff Martin follows in behind them, him and Brock Hubble. So they've got 5 trucks up on that high side. Let's see if they can get something done up there, guys. Hubble now in 10th, right there, close 10th. Michael Feliciano finally getting back up here and into the battle. Looked like he was kind of falling back here at the beginning of the race, but he has picked up a lot of positions coming back into the race now. Good racing, good racing. So far, 16 laps under their belts, no cautions, knock on wood, they don't want to jinx them. Teddy Wisniewski out front. Healy second. Well, I think with the temperatures turned down, you can probably actually push a couple of laps here before you really get hot. So that would be my guess. I did a little bit of pushing out there in practice with the who the heck was it? Brian Timbrell, yeah. And I pushed him a couple of laps, and I really didn't get that hot. So, oh, we got a caution. Tommy Lee, and it looks like Gary Lowe involved in that. It looks like they caught corners, so let's go back and take a look at it here from a little closer angle. Gary Lowe kind of goes down the hill a little bit, and it looks like he comes out and gets, he comes out right into Tommy Lee right there. I'll go back and look at this from a different angle. How about we go back and look at it from the chase view? He was trying to follow Scott Healy. He come way out the hill and got right into Tommy Lee right here. And that's going to send both of them hard into the wall. Tommy Lee's going to get a lot of damage, and he comes down into Nick Taylor, it looks like. So a lot of guys. Solomon Stroop going to get some damage on that. Nick Taylor, Gary Lowe, Tommy Lee with a lot of damage. I'm not sure if they have any resets, folks. Let me look real quick here. I hate to do this. I should have. Well, they got 2 repairs, so they should be okay. They should be okay. They got 2 quick fixes. Well, it's about time the guys think about coming to pit road anyhow. So 18 laps into it. I'm sure we're going to probably see everybody come to pit road, not just the guys that got damage. We'll try to get a word in with somebody here in just a minute. I've got a few guys here in the channel with me. Yes, everybody coming to pit road. Looks like we got a couple that stayed out. Solomon Stroop, Mark Robertson. No, these guys are all pitting. Excuse me. Teddy Wisniewski going to be the first off of pit road. Looks like Jeff Martin second, Mark Robertson third, Robert Hurt fourth, Dean Helt fifth, Scott Healy sixth, Michael Feliciano seventh, Brock Hubble eighth, Tommy Lee ninth, or maybe 10th. Not sure. Maybe 10th. But he's okay now. He got to use a reset there. He'll be all right. We've still got a few on pit road. Scott Sanderson, Richard Gonzalez, Tyler Stanley still on pit road. So, but they'll be all right. They'll be all right. Well, yeah, it sure was. Well, I'm going to see if I can get Brock Hubble down here. I want to talk to Brock. Brock Hubble, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Rudy?
Well, I'm doing good, brother. You're going to be starting 8th place here. Boy, that was some pretty intense racing there, 3 wide that early in the race. What did you think of that?
I thought it was fun. I thought everybody was staying pretty straight. Once Tommy got his nose in there, I figured might as well go have some fun and see what it does so we can see what happens at the end of the race if we have to.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, have you got a partner out there? Or Tommy, your dancing partner tonight, or haven't you really picked one?
I have no partner, so whoever's left, and I think when it comes down to it, it's just who's ever beside you or behind you or in front of you work with those last couple laps.
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. Well, I know you and Tommy seemed like you were doing really well there together, but we're going to wish you good luck here, Brock, and hopefully you can bring it to victory lane tonight. We'd really like to see an upset here for the final race that I'll be broadcasting. You guys are putting on a heck of a show so far. 20 laps into it, 1 caution. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time and hopefully put on a great show for your last race with us at MaxSpeedTV, bud.
All right. Thanks a lot, Brock, and good luck.
Thanks, Rudy.
Not too familiar with this game box. It's a little different. Well, Teddy Wisniewski will be scored as our leader now. And like I said, we got a pretty good change up there. Tommy Lee going down pit road one more time here. Looks like he may be just going to try to save his resets and maybe get that damage fixed the old-fashioned way. Well, Gary Lowe will be a lap down. He'll get the wave by though, and so will Anthony Cianci, and they'll be back on the lead lap. Yeah, you got that right. You got that right. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody has to go to the infield care center or go to the hospital or anything like that on these crashes. Oh, feelings might be hurt. Tempers may flare, just like it does in real life. But nobody's hurt. Nobody has to pay $100,000 to get their vehicle fixed back up, or you blow $100,000 motor or $50,000 motor. Or no money involved here. This is just good old boys coming out here and racing it up and having a good time. Now this is my last race with MaxSpeed. They've elected to financially not be able to have me continue broadcasting for them, and that's fine. But hey, we're all friends, and we're going to stay friends. And there's a few of them that race in our league, and quite a few of them that race over here race in our league. So it's we're all friends, and it's all good. I've already got that spot filled for next Wednesday night, so we'll be here live next Wednesday night with another league. They've already been in contact with me. I really can't say till all the everything is final. what the league is. I'll know here probably, hopefully tonight after this race is over. I'll go find out all the details and everything. But it'll be a 5-week race season for this league just to start out. That'll take us into September, and then we'll go from there. All right, pace car about to duck on pit road. We're going to get them going here, folks. Pace car makes that hard left turn, and I'm telling you, hard left turn, because he takes out the cone every time. And Teddy holding them back, not going. Green, green, green. Now we get going. Jeff Martin there on the high side. He's got Robert Hunt right behind him. Brock Hubble trying to get back up. Picks up a couple of positions on that restart as he ducks right in behind Jeff Martin. Jeff drops to the bottom. Probably a good thing to do right now until they get back up to full speed here. Solomon Stroop in 7th. Feliciano on the high side, working with Robert Hurt. Nick Taylor back into the 9th place. He's come along pretty good. Dean Helt 10th. Tommy Lee already up to 11th. Gary Lowe in 12th. After Tommy Lee and Gary Lowe got collected together there, now Tommy Lee looks like he's taking it up the middle here, and he does duck down to the bottom. Wow, he sticks it right in there. I'm telling you, guys are getting shuffled around here. It looks like Feliciano goes way high in the turn. Not sure if he's seen something I didn't see. Probably did. When the drivers see things in their mirrors and stuff that I don't see, you see things like that do happen. He may have taken it up high to try to miss something that he's seen that I didn't. So good job by Michael keeping it safe out there for these guys. Gary Lowe now ducking right underneath Michael Feliciano. Yeah. Richard Gonzalez in 13th. Richard's the one that's been kind of biding his time back here. We still got this crew back here: Sanderson, Brian Pager, and Tyler Stanley. Excuse me. Man, I'm really tongue-tied here. Tyler Stanley, Brian Pager, and Scott Sanderson working together. And then we've got Mark Nichols and Anthony Cianci also working together. They're wishing they could get caught up to Sanderson there, joining that group, making a five truck pack. Healy back in the lead as he gets around Teddy Wisniewski. And look at Mark Robertson sticking it right there, 3rd spot on the bottom line. Man, I'm telling you, Mark's a good racer, one of our Canadian brothers and a good friend of mine. He likes that green truck. He's got an actual real race car that's painted that same color. That's why he runs that colored car or truck. If you've ever seen pictures on Facebook of his real car, it's really awesome. Stock car. And I think I'm not sure, but I think he might be getting back into the racing again. So he kind of took a hiatus from it, and now he's getting back into it. Brock Hubble, 6th place, right in behind Mark Robertson. Tommy Lee on the high side. Here we go again. Double file up there. Let's see if we see any more 3 wide. I think it was just a bit early for 3 wide, but the guys were excited about it. They were having a good time, and that's what it's all about out here, folks. Having a good time, enjoying yourself. Dean Helt way down below the line there. And here we go, 3 wide up the middle. Richard Gonzalez. Boy, and Tommy Lee put the hurts on him on that one. Oh, another one. Feliciano getting spun. And that brings out caution number 2 here, folks. Let's go see what happened to him. Go to the chase view again. I kind of like that view. You can really see what's going on here. It looks like Gary Lowe on that bottom line got into the back of Feliciano once. I think he's seen what was going on here, and he does. No, I take that back. That was right there the 31 of Solomon Stroop. It looks like he was going to take it 3 wide. Gary Lowe kind of stays high. He sees what's coming. And Feliciano kind of comes down the hill right into Solomon Stroop, and that upset his truck. He comes down, and he is going to take Solomon Stroop right with him. So sorry, I didn't mean to say that was Gary Lowe. I'm not here to put the blame on anybody. I'm just calling the race. So please don't beat me up over that. I'm just calling the race for what I see, okay? All right, so they are back up live here. Healy in the lead. Teddy Wisniewski second. Now, I guess I'm kind of wondering if Healy is going to bring them down pit road. It looks like he is. He could fake them out, though. Nope, he is coming to pit road. Good deal. I don't want that camera angle. Telling you, I'm going to fire that cameraman. He keeps making mistakes like that, and he's going to get fired. All right, so everybody coming in. It looks like they're just topping off their fuel. No tires. Tommy Lee taking right side tires. It looks like the 31 there of Solomon Stroop taking right side tires. So it looks like the leader is going to be Mark Robertson. He stays out. And Teddy Wisniewski with a very fast pit time, 6.4 seconds. Fuel only, and he was away. Not really a bad call because tires are really not that much of a big deal here. They can go. Actually, I wouldn't be afraid to go the whole 98 laps on the same tires, but you're actually taking a chance. That you could blow the tires. You could blow a tire. If you got into the side of somebody, you could blow a tire, and you could wind up into the wall. And believe me, folks, they do. Tires pop here just like they do in real life. I never believed that until I seen it happen. So when you see a truck limping and a tire looks like it's just like embedded into the blacktop, the guy's running on a flat tire. So they actually do get flat tires. So Mark Robertson, let's see now. He did lead a lap. Let's see if he might bring it down pit road here. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to be off pit sequence as everybody else, but he could be banking on there being another quick caution coming out, and he may get to come down pit road anyhow. So 69 to go when they cross the line here, folks. So lots of racing to go. Well, all I can say there, Levi, is that's a part of history. You're asking about the Confederate flag. That's a part of history, and I don't have a problem with with it. I mean, I live in the South. I wasn't born and raised in the South, but I live in the South, and I respect uh, their things and their ways and everything about the South. So, and that being part of the South, that's part of their heritage, their history. I respect that. I I don't know how anybody could be offended by that. I really don't, unless they're un-American. But whatever. That's just my opinion. All right, so Teddy Wisniewski going to be starting on the outside. Scott Healy in third place, going to be starting right behind Mark Robertson. And Jeff Martin, fourth place, will be starting in behind Teddy Wisniewski. That'll be the front two rows. Let's see how this works out for these guys. Robert Hurt, fifth. Dean Helt in sixth. Nick Taylor, seventh. Gary Lowe, eighth. Mark Nichols, ninth. And Brock Hubble, 10th. Everybody's still on the lead lap. Brian Timbrell just now coming off a pit road ahead of the lead pack. He will come around and get caught up to the rear of the field. And it'll be just about in time, too, because these guys, they'll be getting the one to go, I believe, right here. Lights will go off on the pace car, and they'll be getting the one to go. So let's see what happens here, folks. Again, I wanted to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. It's really great to have even a few new faces in here. That's really cool. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. We do like to have our subscribers. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and when we get there, we're going to have some big event, folks. We're going to give away some cash prizes, probably to some viewers, and to the ones that tune in here and watch. We'll give away some prizes, and to some racers. So that's when we reach 1,000 subscribers. And I think when I looked earlier today, I think we were about 926. So we're getting there, but make sure you hit that subscribe button, folks. And all you got to do is keep an eye on our races every night, and because we're here every night, broadcasting every night. Sunday nights we broadcast to Twitch. That's twitch.tv/MaxSpeedTV. You can tune in there. On Sunday nights we do the SRA Truck Series, the Newland Truck Series. So you'll have to tune in on that. But when we reach the 1,000 subscribers, you'll have to tune in here and keep an eye out, and we'll give you details on it. You can also check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV, and we'll be putting details up on there as time starts coming around where we're getting up to the 1,000 subscribers. And make sure you like the Facebook page too. We're trying to reach 500 likes on there. Probably give away some prize on that as well. Yeah, isn't that funny? That's something different. You know why? Because I didn't post it up on Facebook. Pace car's in. Mark Robertson in command of this start. He can start when he wants to. Something new that they started this season. And green is out. Everybody gets a good start. It looks like a slow start till they get up to speed here, folks. Gary Lowe now up on the high side, goes back to 7th place. Mark Nichols. Here comes Mark Nichols in the Best Buy truck. Up to 6th. Started 20th tonight. Look at this, folks. He is on the loud pedal. Falling right in behind Robert Hurt. Teddy Wisniewski now up on the high side. It looks like he's working with Jeff Martin. And those two trying to get something working up there, but it's so hard with just two trucks. They're hoping maybe somebody else might come up there with them. Until they do, they're just going to ride right there. They're not really going to go anywhere. They're just going to probably stay in that position, because they'll hit that wall of air when they get up to Mark Robertson, and they just kind of like stall out. No matter how hard you push, they just kind of stall out right there. Field getting spread out a little bit more. Back here, Brian Pager in 11th place. Scott Sanderson 12th. He's pulling Tyler Stanley, Richard Gonzalez, and Nick Taylor with him. Anthony Cianci up on the high side. And it looks like he may have... Nope, Solomon Stroop dives to the bottom. Right in behind Brian Timbrell. So Anthony's going to have to fall in behind Brian, or he's going to keep going backwards. And that's what looks like that's what he does. Very good. Mark Robertson's still in the lead. Up the middle, Scott Healy. 3 wide. Healy been taking lots of chances tonight and doing that. Boy, he has really been extremely brave out here tonight. Looking for somebody to go with him, but he does go by Teddy Wisniewski. So, you know, I can remember quite a few builds ago going up the middle like that. Man, you could just slingshot right up through there. We called it the sucker hole because it just like sucked you right up through there. You had draft on the outside, draft on the inside, and we called it the sucker hole. You could just go right up through the middle and just drive by everybody. And they've kind of changed the draft package on these a little bit where it doesn't work quite as well as it did before, but I see it is back a little bit. Don't tell anybody I said that, but I watch a lot of these races and I see that a lot. Healy down to the bottom in front of Mark Robertson, dumping off Teddy Wisniewski. Teddy up there saying, thanks a lot, buddy. But they're starting to get more folks up there. Dean Helt now joining in with them. And here comes Tommy Lee as he goes by Dean Helt. Dean drops behind Tommy. If they can get 4 or 5 up there, they may be able to get past Scott Healy. Oh yeah, this is they said they were going to put on a heck of a show here tonight, and I'm telling you, they're not disappointing me at all. These guys know how to race, and I'm telling you what, these are some of the best races in iRacing right here. I'm not trying to stutter, or I'm not trying to, you know, I just don't want to like overstep my bounds and saying it too much because I don't want anybody else out there to be offended by it. But they are some of the best iRacers right here, folks. This is one heck of a kick-butt league right here. Teddy Wisniewski with a half a fender on Healy, and he beats Healy to the line that time. So he continues to lead the most laps here tonight. 14 laps. Healy with 10. Mark Robertson leading 7. Robert Hurt 1. Tommy Lee leading 3. Teddy up on the high side again. See, and I don't think Teddy will dump off Jeff Martin. I don't believe he will, but I shouldn't say that because I don't know. These guys are trying to make it an exciting race. I wanted to show you all something. This really kind of is pretty cool. I wanted to go back here to Scott Sanderson's truck and show you all something that are watching. Look at the tailgate on his truck. I thanked him very, very much for that. That was really awesome that he put that on the tailgate of his truck. Thank you, Scott. That's really, really appreciated. It just makes me feel good that people do appreciate what I do, you know. I'm no professional at it. I'm just your average Joe out here just doing it to keep these leagues, you know, keep their late races broadcasted. And Teddy Wisniewski does go to the bottom and dumps off Jeff Martin. And now they're 3 wide behind him. Jeff Martin, Tommy Lee. Tommy's going to have to duck in behind Jeff Martin. If they could only get a few more trucks up there working with them. It looks like Brian Timbrell coming up through on the high side. Oh, I'm sure it will. I have no doubt in my mind. people can say what they want about the super speedway racing, but it takes a different kind of talent. I got to say that. It's a lot of people say, well, don't take much talent. Well, it's a different kind of talent. That's my opinion of it. There is a lot for these drivers to pay attention to out there. And the minute you take your eyes off of that camera or off the mirror or out the windshield or whatever, that's when things happen. Tommy Lee up on the high side trying to get by Jeff Martin up there all by himself. I don't think that's going to happen up there by himself. He's still looking for a partner, I believe. Ryan Timbrell going to slip in there and take that position away from Tommy. Now Tommy's going to have to duck in behind him. And he's got Solomon Stroop behind him. Solomon Stroop going to join in with that threesome up there and make it a foursome. But super speedway racing, when these guys are booking around here at 190 mile an hour plus, you can't say it's not exciting. You can't. It's always exciting. There's so much going on out here. I can't even catch it all. I really can't. Sanderson back here 2 seconds back. Tyler Stanley last one. Wow, he's in last place, 19th place. But these guys are kind of in that safe zone. They've been sticking right together here. Brian Pager, Scott Sanderson, and Tyler Stanley have been sticking right together pretty much for the whole race. And they, like I said, they're in a safe zone here, a couple of seconds back from that lead pack, in case something does happen up there unforeseen, that they have time to check up or steer around it. How about we ride along with Gary Lowe here for a minute, and let's see what's going on here with Gary Lowe. You can see the aero push around these vehicles when they're in the draft like this. The aero push is horrendous, folks. It's not as bad as it is in the Gen 6 cars, but there is still an awful lot of aero push around it when you're in a pack. It just makes these trucks weave around, and they're really a handful. They're hard to keep under control. If we watch the steering wheel here of Gary Lowe, you'll see he's working that steering wheel just about all the way around the track. You'll see him working on that steering wheel. So, the aero push is really horrendous here. Robert Hurt right ahead of him, falling right behind Mark Robertson. Pretty tight pack up here, folks. Healy now up front. Looks like he wants to try to get that lead back from Teddy Wisniewski. He will lead that lap. Drops it to the bottom, brings Jeff Martin with him. Oh my word. He needed a shoehorn to get in there, but he got it in there. Wow, that was some good driving by Jeff Martin. Man, his spotter said clear or what, but he came right down the hill. Yeah, everybody has their niche, and I used to be a super speedway racer myself. I used to really like them. They are kind of fun, and if you get a good group of guys out there and you're not just doing a bunch of eye-pacing, I call it, it can be a lot of fun. But I like some of the mile-and-a-half tracks, and I'm not a big short track fan, or I'm not a good short track racer. Let me put it that way. There's a couple of tracks that I do like. I like Martinsville and New Hampshire's okay. So some of the shorter tracks are okay. Bristol, I can take it or leave it. Timbrel out front now. Tommy Lee pushing the crap out of him. Drops to the bottom and takes over the lead. Timbrel starting 19th, and here he is leading the race. He has yet to lead a lap. Let's see if he can lead this one, as he's got a good run to go by. And Tommy Lee trying to work by on that outside. Is Tommy going to deny him of leading a lap? Let's see. Coming to the line here. Yes, Tommy leads that lap and denies Brian from leading a lap. Doggone. Brian trying. Brian trying. Okay, that rhymed. Dang, I'm a poet and don't even know it. Timbrel in lead. He likes that diamond plating, don't he? The whole truck in diamond plating. That's pretty awesome, though. Well, almost the whole truck. Looking back on the field. Let's see if he leads this lap. I don't think Tommy's going to be able to deny him this time. No. Brian does lead that lap. So he gets a point for leading the lap. Good deal. Coming from 19th place to the lead and leading the lap, that's got to make him feel good. That's like a shot in the arm right there, folks. Brian is such a good racer, and it just seems like every week he struggles. He has issues or something going on. Somebody gets into him and takes him out or whatever. But hopefully he can bring it to victory lane tonight. That would be really great to see Brian in victory lane. Healy to the outside. Oh, we got wrecking, folks. We got wrecking. Looks like Nick Taylor going to be caught up into that, I believe. Mark Nichols caught up in it. Let's go see here. Oh, we got Robert Hurt into that one. So let's see what happened here. We can find the camera. Come on, cameraman. What the heck's the matter with you? I'm going to fire that guy, I'm telling you. Mark Nichols right there on the... Oh, I see what happened right there. It looked like Robert Hurt kind of wiggled and went up high. And when he come back down, he come right into the nose of Mark Nichols. Now, no damage on either vehicle, so that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. Robert Hurt, well, it looks like maybe he did get into the wall. I'm looking here. I'm going to go back here and look. He may have got into the outside wall here or got tapped by somebody, not sure. Oh, he did get into the wall. Oh, okay. Well, he should have a reset, and he should be okay. Yeah, he went for a heck of a ride there. A lot of trucks went through though and missed him. So what we'll do here is we'll get back up here live and we'll let everybody see if they're going to come down pit road. After they come off of pit road, we'll try to get a word in with somebody here. I'm going to see who all's in here that I can talk to. How about we talk to Brian Timbrel? Yeah, we'll talk to Brian Timbrel. Let's see if they come down pit road. I'm sure they probably will. We're at the halfway mark here, folks, so I'm sure they're going to probably come down pit road. And I'm sure we're going to see tire changing now. Some of these guys that did not change tires earlier are probably going to take right sides or at least 2 tires. Okay, so we'll see what some of them do. Then we'll try to get a word in with Brian Timbrel. I wanted to talk to him, congratulate him for leading the lap there, getting that point for leading the lap. He's the first one in his pit stall. He should be about a 4-tire change for Brian. Wow, okay. Well, he should be good on tires for the rest of the race. Okay. That was actually a smart move, too, because he won't have to worry about tires. And where he's at, he's coming off pit road in 11th place. That's not bad. Let me see if I can get him. Not too proficient on this game box. Brian!
94 for me, 95. Something
Brian?
like that area.
Yo! I got you in the channel with me here, buddy.
All right, Rudy.
Sorry, I wanted to talk to you here under caution. You did get up there and lead a lap, buddy.
Yeah, man, that was working.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what. I know it's tough to get there, but you coming from 19th place and getting to lead a lap, that's got to be like a shot in the arm right there, don't it?
Well, I had trouble with my gas pedal. It wasn't calibrated right. I was only getting like 8,000 RPMs out of it, and it was dropping off. I told everybody to go. Went a lap down, and I got a lucky dog. Came back around and said, "I'm just going for what I could get at this point."
Well, is it working better now?
Yeah, I'm just hoping and praying that it doesn't happen again. That's the whole thing.
Well, I've been in that same scenario, and it's it hurts, when you just can't get your full speed out of it. But how's the racing been out there for you, though? A lot of give and take, huh?
Yeah, we've been doing fairly well so far. If I could work my way through like that without any incidents or anything, they didn't even touch anybody, nobody touched me. It's good racing.
Mom watching tonight?
I believe she is, and I might have a few people down in Florida that are checking it out, and my nephew in Rhode Island.
Well, say hello to them. As long as I got you here, say hello to them in case they are.
Well, Doug, if you're watching, how's it going? We'll get there.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck for the rest of the race, and I'm really pulling for you to put that 13 truck in victory lane tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, Rudy.
Thank you. Good luck. Well, if I can get you here. I can't move you. Why can't I move you?
I don't know.
There we go. Okay. Okay, we got him. Well, I guess I couldn't get a hold of them there in Game Box. So Brian Timber going to be starting back in 10th. Tommy Lee going to be scored as our leader now. Wow, okay. Well, let's see how this works out here, folks. Scott Healy, that's been extremely strong here tonight, going to be starting on the outside. Jeff Martin in 3rd, Teddy Wisniewski 4th, Dean Helt in 5th, Mark Robertson 6th, Richard Gonzalez 7th, Solomon Stroop 8th, Brock Hubble 9th, and Brian Timberell rounding out the top 10. Michael Feliciano in 11th. I'm not sure if Michael's wife is watching, but he's doing good. He's keeping himself safe here and keeping himself a good, clean racer. So hopefully we'll see him at the end as we usually do. So he'll be cranking it back up here shortly. Oh, looks like Tommy Lee did pit. So that puts Scott Healy back in charge. Wow, Tommy Lee pitting. Okay. Wants to start at the back of the field, I'm presuming. Looks like Robert Hurt may be out of the race. The only retiree so far. Wonder what happened to Robert. Okay, so this changes everything up in the front now. Healy back in charge. Teddy Wisniewski in 3rd, right behind him. Teddy's led the most laps right now with 20. Scott Healy has led 15. When they get to green here, if he does cross the finish line ahead of Jeff Martin, he will lead 16. Well, a shout out to, like I said earlier there, Brian Timberell's mom, Pat. Hello to her. She's one of the faithful viewers, and we're going to miss you there, lady. You can come and watch my broadcast anytime, 7 nights a week. You can say hello. All you got to do is log in and say hello. Just type hi, and I'll know who you are. A few of his friends watching too, Florida and somewhere else that he said was watching. So hello to them. Always good to have faithful watchers and viewers and subscribers. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. All right, folks, here we go. Pace car goes down pit road. Healy in command of this start, waiting to see when he's going to hit the loud pedal. Green, green, green. He gets a little bit of a jump ahead of Teddy Wisniewski. Jeff Martin kind of lagging back a little bit. Looks like him and Dean Helt. No, him. Who is that? Yeah, him and Dean Helt. Now Dean Helt dumps him off and goes to the bottom right behind Mark Robertson. Looks like Solomon Stroop may pick up that position. And now Dean Helt goes back to the outside. Dean would like to get up there and lead a lap here, I'm sure. It's going to be hard, though, because Healy has been extremely strong here tonight, I'm telling you. Brock Hubble in 7th. Hey, George, how you doing? Timbrel in 8th after starting 10th in the race. Gary Lowe in 9th. Michael Feliciano 10th. And it looks like Mark Nichols with a little damage on his truck. I'm not sure if he's used his resets or if he's opted to not use them, and the damage was just so minimal, he really didn't need to use a reset. Save it for later if you need to. That's always a good idea. You just never know what might happen. Tommy Lee now, after he pitted, back up to 12th place. Anthony Cianci 13th on the bottom. And it looks like Tyler Stanley still riding back here in last place. Alright. Well, Robert Hurt is back out there on the track. I don't know how I missed him. I thought it showed him out of the race, but I guess not. Wow. That could have been a glitch. Healy still in the lead. Nobody challenging him at the moment, but Jeff Martin working that high side. He's really trying to get something working up there. He's got a pretty good group following him. Solomon Stroop right behind him. And it looks like Brock Hubble right behind Solomon. We've got 4 or 5 trucks up there working the high side. Jeff Martin, he has not led yet today. He's got a little bit of a lead over Healy right now coming to the line. It looks like he may have enough to beat him to the line. Yes, he did lead that lap. Good job. Yes, it has been, sir. Been a great race. I had 3 cautions, but that really, I mean, it's been awesome racing here for these guys. We've seen 3 wide quite a few times, so exciting, exciting races. Guys going up the middle by themselves, and I haven't seen that in quite a few builds. Jeff Martin almost going to the bottom, wants to bring Solomon with him. And it looks like they do have a run there, but Healy comes back on the inside. Not going to let them 2 in there. Jeff could have went down, but he opted not to. Oh, Brock Hubble getting turned. We'll catch up to him here when they get done spinning. Oh, he's collected quite a few of them into it. That brings out caution number 4 here, folks. Let's see what happened. Tommy Lee going up the middle here. Now, I don't think Tommy was involved in that. Oh, yes, he was. Brian Timbrell catches the bumper of Tommy Lee, and that goes into Brock Hubble, and it's on from there, folks. Oh, Feliciano into it. It looks like Mark Nichols, oh, he does tap Brian Timbrell right there, but it looks like everybody else slips through. Looking for holes to get through without getting damaged. Boy, that's when trucks are spinning everywhere, that's tough. And this is the part of the super speedway racing that can really get you right here, folks. That's why I say this is it's a altogether different. than a lot of people realize. So but Jeff Martin will be our leader ahead of Scott Healy. Caution number 4 flies. We've had 21 lead changes so far in the race, folks. Lots of racing to go. We've got coming to 40 to go. Hopefully them guys have got resets left yet. Look like Brian Timbrell, Michael Feliciano, Brock Hubble that were caught up into that, and probably a couple of others. But hopefully they've got resets left that they can get on pit road and get the damage fixed up and get back out there and be in contention for this win here tonight. They know what they got to do. Looks like Mark Robertson going to stay out yet again. And Richard Gonzalez. So 2 guys staying out. Everybody else coming to pit road here. Jeff Martin coming to a screeching halt in his pit stall. Solomon Stroop, Gary Lowe, Dean Helt. Ooh, a quick fuel-only pit stop for Jeff Martin. He'll come out, and he will be in 3rd. Teddy Wisniewski, the same thing. Nick Taylor coming out 5th. Gary Lowe 6th. Dean Helt 7th. Scott Healy in 8th. Solomon Stroop 9th. And Anthony Cianci coming out 10th. Looks like, who was that? Tommy Lee just coming to a halt in his pit stall. And looks like he's going to do a 4-tire change. He may be out of quick fixes here. I'm not really sure. But he's away. Hopefully he had one more. He didn't really get a whole bunch of damage, but he did get some. So hopefully he did use that quick fix. Michael Feliciano still sitting on pit road. Oh boy. It looks like he just made it to pit road, and he does have a quick fix, and he'll be okay. Brock Hubble, he'll be all right. Mark Nichols, looks like Mark's day could be over. I don't know. He's sitting there trying to get damage fixed up. And Robert Hurt sitting on pit road as well. Only 2 drivers left on pit road. Mark Robertson back in the lead. Well, let's see. The guy that's led the most laps, Teddy Wisniewski, going to be restarting in 4th place. Oh, we've got some more guys coming to pit road, folks. More guys on pit road. Yes, a whole bunch of them here. I did see Gary Lowe coming down pit road. Looks like a bunch more, so maybe wanting to start at the back of the field. Solomon Stroop back on pit road. Yeah, that could have been a whole lot worse. You are right. And they may be just getting damage fixed up. Whatever little bit they could. Alright, so that does change up a little bit out there, folks. Now, Richard Gonzalez 2nd, Jeff Martin 3rd, Teddy Wisniewski 4th, Dean Helt 5th, Scott Healy up to 6th, Brian Timbrell 7th, Scott Sanderson in 8th, Brian Pager 9th, and Tyler Stanley finally breaking the top 10. Very good. Well, I probably won't get a chance to talk to a driver this time, so actually, I could maybe talk to Mark Nichols. Let me see if I can get Mark down here. Well, that didn't work. Mark Nichols, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy, I do.
Well, Mark, what's the story, brother? Are you out of resets?
Yes, sir. I've got 2 minutes and 35 seconds left.
Oh my word. Well, you know what? This has been some great racing. You guys are putting on a heck of a show here for my last broadcast with you guys, so I got to congratulate all the drivers out there for that. But I'm sorry that you're out of resets, brother. It just looks like you've been at the wrong place at the right time every time, huh?
Yeah, I have. Just about every wreck I have been right there at it.
Yeah.
It's all part of racing.
Yep. Well, just the main thing is it sounds like a lot of the guys out there are really having a good time tonight, and that's what it's all about, you know.
They are.
The guys that I've talked to said that they've just been having a really super great time. It's a lot of fun. So.
Yes, sir.
Well, how was the racing out there, though? I mean, you were up in the top 5 there once.
Yeah, it's been going good. The truck was handling good. Power, the whole thing. Until, I got involved in that wreck and I dropped down to like 6,000 RPM and 4, so I think I had motor damage.
Ouch. Well, hopefully they can get it fixed back up, Mark, and they'll get you back out there. So good luck, and we'll let you go back at it, brother.
Yes, sir, Rudy. Thank you again for your broadcast. Do a great job as always.
Thank you, sir. If I can,
yes,
yeah,
sir.
There we go. Okay, folks, let's get them wound back up here. Mark Robertson going to be in command of this start. He's been up front for 10 laps. Let's see how many more he can lead, if he can bring it to victory lane. We got a lot of hungry guys right behind him. Richard Gonzalez is yet to lead a lap. Teddy Wisniewski, Jeff Martin, Scott Healy, Brian Timbrell, all these guys hungry for this win here tonight, folks. Field tightening up. Pace car heads for pit road. Actually, field ain't tightening up a whole lot, is it? Here we go. Green, green, green. Gonzalez working the high side. Him and Teddy Wisniewski. As they start getting things back up to speed here. Teddy right on his bumper. Now that's close, ain't it? You can count the bugs on the grill. The rubber splatters and fuel and oil and everything else that splatters up from the track. Mainly rubber. It's the tires lose their rubber and come off of there. So, all right, Mark Robertson still in the lead. Jeff Martin right on his tails. Healy looks to the outside, took a peek. Nobody wanted to go with him. You see them two that are on the high side there, Richard Gonzalez and Brian Timbrell. They're actually going backwards because there's only 2 of them. If they had 4 or 5 up there, as you've seen in the past. Oh, Mark Nichols. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, man, that was close. Oh, what happened there? A little miscommunication. Wow, Dean Held almost got into that. Mark Nichols staying on the bottom, though. Now Dean Helt goes back. He loses a lot of positions on that. Just had to check up not to get into the back of Mark. Not sure Mark wasn't paying attention or what. And they're probably not communicating to him. Boy, I'm pretty adamant about that communication on the track. They can all talk to one another, so why not communicate? Hey, go high, we're coming low, or go low, we're coming high. Let them know what you're doing. Sometimes the guys are focused on what they're doing out there and not really paying much attention. It's happened a good many times. Healy dives to the outside. Gonzalez in tow. 3 wide up in the front here, folks. Solomon Stroop up on the high side. Can he get in? No, he dives it back down to the bottom. Boy, trucks all over the place here, folks. Way back, 4.5 seconds, Brock Hubble, Gary Lowe, Scott Sanderson, and Brian Pager. In that safe zone, folks, as I call it. But boy, they're also split up here. They're going to really be losing a lot of time out here on the track. They're nowhere near as fast as that front pack is. Mark, hungry for a win. My Canadian brother from Canada. That red maple leaf on the hood. He's got Jeff Martin pushing the daylights out of him right now. Let's watch this as this is going on right here. Healy on the high side. Is he going to deny Mark? No, he, did he get that? No, Mark Robertson got that lap. Very good. Good racing by these guys. Anthony Cianci. Wow, look at this comeback for Anthony. He was almost a lap down earlier. I think he might have been a lap down. And he got his lap back, and here he is running in 7th place. So that says a lot for these guys out here. I'm telling you. They're all, they're adamant about trying to get a good finish. And it means the world to them. I'm telling you. They wanted to put on a good show tonight. I'm telling you what, this is an amazing show. Amazing. This is some of the best super speedway racing I've seen in a while. Healy trying to get down there and get some side draft off of our leader. Looks like he's got a good shove going down the backstretch. Mark Nichols staying on the low. He's staying off the track that time. Gonzalez in tow. Let's see who leads this lap. Gonzalez pushing the heck out of Healy right now. It looks like Mark Robertson's got a little bit of a truck ahead of Healy, and Mark Robertson leads that lap. That's all he wants to do is lead the last one like that. I'm sure these guys are all excited about this kind of racing like this, but when it comes down to the end like this, man, I'm telling you, it's every man for himself. Every man for himself. Tommy Lee up the middle, right behind Healy. And look who's right behind him, Nick Taylor. Nick, one of the other great drivers here in the league, man, I'm telling you, they're all great. What am I saying? They're all great. They're all great drivers. All these guys are great drivers. And Healy leads that lap. 30 laps to go, folks. Falling way back, Brian Pager and Brock Hubble working together. They've got Gary Lowe and Scott Sanderson back here working together. Would like to get up there with them. Brian Timbrell, kind of the odd man out, not having a teammate to draft with. Man, he was up there and led one lap, and now kind of falling back a little ways. Dean Helt back here in 16th. Tyler Stanley way off of the pace, and he's about to get gobbled up here by the leaders. The leaders coming around with a full head of steam, folks. Tyler Stanley's looking at possibly going a lap down. What happened to Tyler? Wow, he is way out of it. He must have got spun or something, slipped or something there. Not sure. These trucks do have a bad tendency, folks, to have what we call like they get hooked, So he is looking at going a lap down here in just a minute. Within the next lap, he'll be a lap down. He can fall in behind these guys and try to stay with their draft. But Healy ahead of Mark Robertson now. Tommy Lee trying to get something working on the high side. Tyler stays high, gives the leaders the low line. They go by. That's just how much faster they are in the draft, folks. They're probably a good 4 or 5 mile an hour faster in the draft than Tyler was. So Tyler will go a lap down. Next one will be Dean Helt. They'll be running him down here shortly. He's running in 16th, and he's really not a whole long ways ahead of them. Probably 10 seconds ahead of them. They'll be breathing down his neck here shortly. He's got some damage on his truck, but running out there by yourself, man, I'm telling you, it's bad. It's really, really tough when you're out there running by yourself. Nobody to draft with. Michael Feliciano now in 7th. Trying to stay on the high side. Looks like he does. He's battling right there side by side with Teddy Wisniewski. Teddy led 20 laps earlier, but Scott Healy's led the most laps now, and Tommy Lee leads that lap. Now it looks like Teddy does duck in behind Michael Feliciano. Tommy Lee on the high side. I don't think he's going to dump off his partner. He might, but I don't foresee Tommy doing that. He doesn't like that done to him, so I doubt he'll do that to Nick Taylor. Nick's a good racer, and I don't think you want to do that to Nick. It looks like Tommy Lee leads yet another lap. He just can't clear Scott Healy, though. They come up on Dean Helt, 3 wide down the backstretch, and Dean stays high, gives the leaders the low line, and he gets passed up. Next one to go a lap down will be Brian Timbrell, which is out here all by himself. And it won't be long, and the leaders will be coming around here to pick him up. Looks like Gary Lowe's on pit. No, Gary Lowe's off. Whoa. Let's go see what happened to Gary Lowe here. He gets turned by Scott Sanderson. There's that hook, folks, that we were talking about. They're under green here. I'm just going to go back and watch this. Looks like Sanderson was trying to come down, but puts Gary Lowe into the wall. Unintentional, of course, I know. I know Scott, he wouldn't do that to anybody. Gary Lowe not bringing the caution out because he stayed down off the track. He gets it going again, though, but he's going to be way back. Started second today, will be a lap down in 16th place. Scott Sanderson, okay, but he's way back here. Running 13th, 29 seconds behind that lead pack as Tommy Lee takes over the lead from Scott Healy. Healy trying to get something going there. It looks like he might be thinking about trying to go 3 wide again. Nick Taylor on the high side. I'm kind of surprised Tommy dumped Nick off like that to take the lead, but they may be in communication, and Nick might have told him, hey, go ahead, because I'll get around you here. He's got Richard Gonzalez pushing him, and he might try to get around him. Anthony Cianci, the last one in that group. If he's not careful, he will lose the draft. They go around Brian Timbrell. Brian in 14th now goes a lap down. Solomon Stroop, 7th place, mired into this, can't get out of it, wants to stay in it. What you got to do, these sim racers are, man, I'm telling you what, they're dedicated to this sport. I don't know if you could call it a sport, but definitely dedicated to it. This is what we do, folks. This is what everybody loves to do. This sim racing is just the next best thing to the real thing. Except you don't have to go out here and get hurt and damage up a couple $100,000 worth of cars and engines and everything else. Healy up the middle, all by himself. Let's see what he can do up there by himself now. If these guys can drive by him on the inside and outside, or are they just going to stay 3 wide for a little while? Nobody's. Looks like Teddy Wisniewski may get up there and help him now. Teddy coming right up the middle with him. Just what Scott Healy needed to try to get up there and take the lead from Tommy Lee. Now Mark Robertson just pushing the heck out of Tommy Lee to keep him out there. Teddy dumps off Scott Healy, goes to the bottom, right in behind Jeff Martin. 20 laps to go, folks. Healy still on the high side. Nick Taylor right behind him. He does get a little bit of a run, picks up 3rd position. Jeff Martin on the bottom. He gets by Jeff Martin. Nick Taylor still pushing when they're up there even with Tommy Lee, but has not cleared him yet. We're inside 20 to go, folks. It's time to go. These guys, we're going to see some 3 wide here. I'm sure we're going to see 3 wide. I wouldn't doubt if this finishes 3 wide. I would be totally shocked if it didn't. I'd be disappointed. I'd be disappointed in these guys, and I'll tell them, I'm disappointed in you. You didn't go 3 or 4 wide at the finish. I'll tell them. I mean it. All right, Anthony Cianci does pick back up on the draft. Now Solomon Stroop kind of gets shuffled back a little bit. So we're 2 by 2 all the way back. The top 10 here, 2 by 2. This is awesome. You just don't know who's going to come out the victor on this. By the looks of it right now, not taking anything away from anybody out there right now, but Tommy Lee and Scott Healy, it looks like they're going to be in the battle here if things stay the way they are. They're coming up on, looks like Scott Sanderson. Scott will go a lap down. Leader's coming up on him really quick. And he drops it below the yellow line and lets the leaders go. That's respect out there on the track, folks. That is total respect. Wow, my hat's off to Scott Sanderson for that move. That was awesome. That was really awesome. For those of you that didn't see it, I wanted to show y'all. This is what he put on the back of his tailgate just for me. I think Scott Sanderson just became my new buddy. That's awesome. It's been great broadcasting here, and I've enjoyed every second of it, so I will miss these guys. I'll be back from time to time to see them, though. Tommy Lee still in the lead. Sanderson out of it now. Looks like we've got several of them out of it for the running here. Scott Sanderson, Brian Timbrell, Dean Helt, and Tyler Stanley. Gary Lowe on pit road. Mark Nichols took his behind the wall, and Robert Hurt sitting on pit road. Healy dumps off Nick Taylor, goes in front of Tommy Lee for the lead. 16 to go, folks. It's not over yet by any means. You're going to see the lead change here probably another 4 or 5 times before this race is over. We've had 27 lead changes today. That's not a record. I've seen in the 30s. I've seen 32, 34 lead changes in a super speedway race like this here. That's not uncommon. Not uncommon at all. Nick Taylor has only led one lap today. Would like to lead the last one. Healy leads another one. He does have the most laps led with 25 right now. Teddy Wisniewski takes up the 10th position now. He's back at the back of the field. These guys shuffle around. Every time there's an opening, they stick their nose in there and go. That's what a racer does. Now Teddy may be looking there. He may duck out to get a little fresh air in that radiator. And maybe looking at maybe working with a partner here to try to get a run at the very end of this or something. Healy and Tommy Lee. Tommy looking to the outside. Yes, he is going to the outside in front of Nick Taylor. This time, will he take Nick with him? No, he comes right down the hill in front of Scott Healy again. Tommy Lee back in the lead. Oh, this isn't their last race. It'll just be their last race that I broadcast, that's all. I already have another league that's already spoken for this spot on Wednesday night starting next week. So, but I may be back. I may be back. I've talked to them already, and I may be back. We'll see. Well, they come up on Tyler Stanley to put Tyler another lap down as he stays up on the third groove as these guys all drive by on the inside. You'll see just how much faster they're going than he is because he has no partner. That's pretty amazing right there. Probably 5 miles an hour at least faster. Tommy Lee and Healy now nose to tail. Tommy Lee always makes sure he puts MaxSpeedTV somewhere on one of his vehicles. I'll tell you, he used to drive the old Chevy truck, was painted up by Roger Wagner, was all MaxSpeedTV, and it's awesome. He's trying to get Roger to paint him a new truck, all MaxSpeedTV, but Roger's been, I guess, busy doing other things, so Roger's a good painter. They go by Dean Helt one more time. Dean stays up high. Dean will go 2 laps down. A little bump in there going on. Looks like Tyler Stanley is hooked up with Teddy Wisniewski. He's going to try to push Teddy back up into that group. I believe Tyler running 15th place, actually battling for position there with Dean Helt. So Tyler moves into 15th as he passes up Dean Helt. Back up front. Wow, this is some good racing up here. These guys putting on one heck of a show. Going to be 10 to go this time, folks. I don't want to say that. They're a good league. They're not going to disband or anything. They're changing things up. It'll be good. Trust me, it'll be good. I wish them the best of luck. Nick Taylor crosses the line ahead of Tommy Lee that time. Now let's see if Nick's going to stick with Richard Gonzalez up on that high side. Richard has yet to lead a lap, and neither has Michael Feliciano. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he has yet to lead a lap. So we've got some hungry guys here looking for a win. Feliciano could slip it in there and try to steal the win away from all these guys. Here comes Teddy Wisniewski and Tyler Stanley on the high side. Tyler just pushing the daylights out of Teddy. Somebody backing out there. I think somebody going to be coming to pit road. Looks like Jeff Martin. Maybe short on fuel. We've got a couple of guys coming to pit road. Wow, short on fuel with 9 to go. That's terrible. Man, that's terrible. Let's see if he just takes a splash of gas and go or what. Looks like he used a reset too. He had one left. Left side tires going on. All right, Dean Helt. Looks like he needed a splash of gas too. Nick Taylor in the lead. As he come down in front of Tommy Lee, is any of these guys going to have to come to pit road? Well, this is going to be wild if they do. It's going to be wild. Oh, we got wrecking going on. Somebody getting out of shape. Oh, no. Feliciano involved in that upside down. Let's go see what happened here, folks. Oh, man. This is too late in the race for that to happen. Let's see what happened here. I'm not sure. Teddy Wisniewski on the high side. Somebody got really loose there. I know that. Oh, right there. Looks like Richard Gonzalez gets out of shape, comes down, and gets into the 31 of Scott Healy he got into. Yep, he got into Scott Healy. Wow. And this is going to tear up a lot of trucks here, folks. Now, the question is who has resets left? Who has resets left? Tyler Stanley going to get involved in it. Healy. Feliciano on his, man, up in the air. So Michael Feliciano does get airtime, folks. He can't say I didn't give him airtime. Back up front. Nick Taylor, let's get a word in with somebody here, if I can find somebody. Let me see if I can get Scott Healy down here. Let me find out where he's at first. Is he's coming down? Oh, yeah, I won't be talking to him just yet. Let's see if he had a reset left. Yes, he did. Good deal. 4-tire change. I'm sure he had some flat tires. Feliciano coming to his pit stop. I'm not sure if he had a reset left. We'll find out here in just a minute. 4-tire change for him. And no reset for... Oh, Feliciano. Well, let's get a word. Let me see if I can get Healy down here. Scott Healy, you got a copy?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
Well, man, unfortunate incident that you got involved there, brother, but good thing you had a reset left.
Yeah, Rudy, I don't know. Just tough luck.
Well, all I seen there was it looked like I think it was Feliciano hooked Richard Gonzalez is what started that. Just that stupid bumper hook. There really isn't nothing you can do about that, you know. You really can't blame the drivers for it. If they weave just the least little bit, they get hooked, you know. But man, at least you're back out there. You're going to be restarting 11th. Do you think you can get back to the front now?
I'm gonna give my all because I've been leading most of this race, so I'm gonna give it my all.
Yes, sir. You've led 26 laps today, the most of anybody. Teddy Wisniewski's the closest one with 20. Tommy Lee's close with 18, but I don't know if there's enough there. I guess there would be enough to get close, but well, we'll let you get back to work here, Scott, and wish you the best of luck, man. I'll tell you what, just keep it clean the rest of this race, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, talk to you later.
Alrighty.
Okay, Well, we're going to wish Scott good luck out there. He's been extremely fast today. But, boy, these guys up front here, if anybody did have to stop for fuel, they would have done it. So I'm assuming these guys have got enough fuel here. Probably the caution helped them out a lot. So the guys that did have to stop were close. They may not have had to. They may not have had to stop and get that splash of gas and go. So Tommy Lee going to be starting second. Mark Robertson third. Solomon Stroop in fourth. Anthony Cianci fifth. Brian Pager sixth. Brock Hubble seventh. Jeff Martin eighth. Teddy Wisniewski ninth. And Richard Gonzalez. That will be your top 10. So let's see what these guys got now. It's going to be a short stint here to the end. Now's when we're going to see the 3 and possibly 4 wide racing. I have no doubt. This is going to get crazy, folks. Well, thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. We appreciate it. A lot of our usuals that were in here, Dan and a couple of the other guys that were in here earlier. Thank you guys for tuning in again. But make sure you do hit that subscribe button there, folks. We appreciate it. Like I said, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to have a big event. We're going to give prizes out to the viewers, you in chat, and to the drivers when we reach 1,000 subscribers. So get your friends and family, everybody you can think of over here and subscribe, and you'll be able to we'll give more details out as we start getting closer to what we're going to do, and we'll put on some event, a racing event, of course, and like I said, we're going to give out prizes to viewers and to drivers. So make sure you'll have to tune in and stay tuned in every night to, as we get close to the 1,000 subscribers, to find out what the details are, and also you'll be able to find out on our Facebook page at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. And while you're there, make sure you like the page too. We're trying to reach 500 likes there. We're getting closer. Well, it looks like we're going to have about a 3-lap shootout here, folks. Been 98 laps. It's been a long haul for these guys. We've seen 3 and 4 wide racing. Great racing. Looks like Scott Sanderson back out on the track. Got a lot of damage on his truck, but he is hanging on to 12th place. Last one on the lead lap. Doesn't look like much of anybody's going to get away by. Dean Helt would be the one to get away by. And it looks like he did use his reset. May have had one left. This truck looks like it's in pretty good shape, but he is a couple of laps down. Well, let's see if they get the one to go. Tommy Lee going to be starting on the outside of Nick Taylor now. And the way it's looking, it doesn't look like either of them have a partner, so maybe they will partner up. Mark Robertson's been extremely strong tonight, and so has Solomon Stroop. So we're going to see a great battle here to the end of this. They should get the one to go here, folks. Yes, the lights are off on the pace car. Well, thank you, Dan. Okay, we're doubling up here. They got the whole backstretch and 3 and 4 to get the trucks all tightened up. Everybody ready to go back racing. Three laps to go when they get the green. This is going to be exciting, man. You don't want to go nowhere now. This is going to be a fabulous finish here, folks. You can also visit our website at www.maxspeedtv.com. We'll try to put some details up on there too. You can actually go there and watch the race. I do have a viewing screen there right on the website where you can watch it. We're about to go racing here, folks, so get ready. Tighten those seat belts down good and tight, because here we go. 190 plus mile an hour as a pace car dives onto pit road, and Nick Taylor does not waste any time hitting that loud pedal. Mark Robertson right there in tow. Now Tommy Lee needs a partner. Solomon Stroop gonna come down the hill in front of Anthony Cianci. Now he comes back out to the outside. Oh, Nick Taylor comes up the hill in front of Tommy Lee, slowing Tommy's progress down. It's kind of like a little bit of blocking going on right there, but that's what you got to do here. Here we are inside 5 to go. Anything can happen. Mark Robertson now. This could be a great finish, folks. Look at these guys dodging around here. Teddy Wisniewski gets shuffled to the outside. We're 3 wide, folks. Here we go. Scott Healy up the middle. He said he was going to give her his all, and boy, he's giving it. He takes a peek like he's going to go to the outside, but not yet. Now he looks like he is going to. We're going to go 3 wide here, folks. We're going to get the white flag this time by. Brock Hubble a little wiggly there on that exit. Nick Taylor right down there trying to get side draft off of Mark Robertson. Tommy Lee pushing the daylights out of Nick Taylor right now. I just wouldn't want to be the leader right now, but wow, this is going to get crazy. Mark Robertson coming back on the inside. Look at this run he's got on the bottom. He's getting some great help by Anthony Cianci. Oh, brother, this is going to be a wild finish, folks. I just know it. Mark Robertson in the lead. Can he bring it to victory lane? Boy, he is trying his heart out right now. Anthony Cianci pushing him off of turn 4. Oh, we got some wrecking back there. Scott Healy getting wrecked. Nick Taylor on the high side trying to get a run on Mark Robertson. Can he do it? At the line, no. Mark Robertson wins it. Holy smokes, what a finish, folks. Let's go back and watch that. We're going to watch that in slow-mo. We'll get up there in just a minute. We'll talk to the everybody. So just bear with me for a minute here as you watch this finish in slow motion. That's a screenshot right there, folks. That's a beautiful screenshot. Right there at the line, look at this. That's how close they were. Nick Taylor almost beating Mark Robertson to the line. Look at that. Wow, that's wild. That's wild. Okay, we're going to go up there and talk to them up there. Actually, no, I think I'll talk to them on the track, actually, if they haven't all left.
Oh,
Mark Robertson, you got a copy?
sure do, Rudy.
Well, I bet you're walking on cloud nine right now with that finish, brother. That was one heck of a race. Congratulations on your win here tonight.
Wow, Rudy, what an incredible race. Just like to thank all these guys for clean race up there. That was awesome.
Yes, it was, man. I'll tell you, you guys put on a heck of a show here for Talladega. Maybe some guys might not like the drafting package or whatever, but I'll tell you what, you guys put on a great show out there with it. You led, let's see, you led 17 laps. Last one, the most important one, brother. Congratulations. Anybody you want to shout out to or thank?
Yeah, just thank everybody watching, everybody in this league. You guys up in the booth there, you guys do a good job. Thanks, Rudy. I run out of gas, too, by the way. Yeah, I can't hear you, Rudy.
I said congrats. So, Nick Taylor, you got a copy?
Got a copy, Rudy.
Wow, you almost had him at the line there, brother. Congratulations on second place, man. That was a really close finish. You were up there for quite a while. You led 11 laps. Extremely great racing. I can't even say it enough. But tell me about your racing out there tonight, Nick.
Well, I mean, I rode around until about 30 to go, and decided it was time to go race, and that was my plan. Just wait and let the attrition, and be there at the end. And I had a good pusher in Tommy Lee, and it was just so good to be up front at Talladega.
Absolutely, yeah. Tommy's a good pusher. I'm not sure. I think he might have come in fourth or something, but good job out there tonight, Nick. Congratulations to you. Well-deserved second place. I'll tell you what, anybody that would have finished in that top 5 or 6 right there was well-deserved. So congratulations to you. Anybody you want to shout out to, Nick? No. Nick? Congratulations to you there, brother. Sorry, I forgot to push the button down. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
I just got to thank Mock Speed Racing and you, Rudy, MaxSpeedTV. I can't wait to get back and watch it tomorrow. Thank you.
Damn for. Good job, Nick. Well-deserved win.
Second.
All right, I think, Anthony, you come in third. You got a copy?
Hey, Rudy, I do.
Well, did you ever expect to get third tonight? You started 12th, and, man, you were way back. I think at one time you were even a lap down, weren't you?
I was on the tail end. I had a little mechanical difficulty here when we first started, but I cleared that up, and I just stayed out of trouble. I missed like 2 major wrecks, and just worked with a couple good guys and made it to the front when I had to.
Well, I'll tell you what, there at the end, you were, I don't think Mark could have asked for a better pusher. You were tight on that bumper pushing him, man. I'll tell you, all you had. So great run out there. How much fuel did you have left in your truck, Anthony? Did you have enough?
I did. I had, when we were green flagging, I had about 5-6 laps to the good.
Very good. Mark said he ran out of fuel right after he crossed the line, so I knew there was a few guys out there that ran it pretty close. But congratulations on third spot, Anthony. Anybody special you want to say hello to or give a thank you out to?
Appreciate it. Yeah, all the guys, the admins of this league. I've been here over a year and a half or so, and put only, it's a great team effort here. So I'd like to thank those guys. Thank all the guys in the league, good racers, and you too, Rudy. Done a great job for us through the years, and I'm looking forward to watching all the broadcasts.
All right, Anthony, thank you very much. And again, congratulations on third spot.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Okay, folks, we'll get up here and run down through the results. Give me 1 second. We'll zoom in here on our leader so you can see just how close them two were coming to the line. All right, results. Finishing 11/1000ths of a second behind Mark Robertson, our winner, Nick Taylor. Anthony Cianci in third, Tommy Lee fourth, Brock Hubble fifth, Brian Pager coming back and finishing sixth, Solomon Stroop seventh, Jeff Martin eighth, Teddy Wisniewski ninth, Scott Sanderson into the top 10. Richard Gonzalez finishing 11th, Scott Healy 12th, Tyler Stanley 13th, Brian Timbrell 14th, Dean Helt 15th, Michael Feliciano 16th, Gary Lowe 17th, Robert Hurt 18th, Mark Nichols finishing the field in 19th position. So again, congratulations here to our winner, Mark Robertson, for Mach Speed Racing. You were watching MaxSpeedTV, and thank you again. We will be back next Wednesday, I believe, with another league. But thanks for watching tonight, folks. And we will see you tomorrow night for IWCR. No, I'm sorry. No, we will be at SMRL, Southern Motorsports Racing League, tomorrow night. I'm not sure exactly where they're racing at, but I'm sure whatever they're racing, it'll be Gen 6. It's going to be a good race. So you'll have to tune in tomorrow night about this time, or earlier, I should say. Until then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.